I don't think Warhammer, the way that I'm doing it, is good for my mental health anymore. So this is day one of absolute candor. I'm off sick with depression, a little bit of anxiety. Don't know if it's just COVID related anxiety, but I've decided to go about this in a little bit of a different way because I'm off sick from work and I thought I could carry on doing the whole YouTuber hobby thing. It's not happening for me. So instead of hiding from it, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do as many videos as I can on about how I'm gonna try and cure my depression with hobby, which probably sounds ridiculous, really ridiculous. And I've decided, instead of putting pressure on myself to do all of these YouTube videos that are just not really working as a distraction, I'm gonna change my tact and use the hobby to fight my depression rather than it being something that I'm hiding myself in, which is what I'm doing at the moment. My hobby has become a hole where I don't have to think about being depressed. So I'm gonna do it a bit differently this time. I think a logical first step for me will be to shave this god-awful depression beard I've got going on. And I'm back to looking like a fetus. Yeah, I don't feel good about it. So I think the big question I wanted to ask was, when is the hobby not good for mental health? So I think I've kind of ticked over into that area now. Maybe wearing Vans wasn't such a good idea. Scrubsy, scrubsy. Oh, big puddle. Oh, those. Oh, wet feet, wet feet, wet feet. Oh, God. So I have disgustingly wet feet, but it's worth it for the ducks. I think it's called escapism for a reason. It's nice to escape normal life, because normal life can be shit and not fun. The thing about this hobby is that it's about creating worlds, creating your own world. The whole point of a sandbox is that you can make up whatever stories you want, and that's a really powerful and wonderful thing when you're in the right mindset. If you're not, it can be just as dangerous, because you create your own world where you don't have to think about your troubles and your worries, and you can disengage from the real world. And when you disengage from the real world, it's very easy to not notice all the things on your doorstep that can make you feel better. So one thing I'm starting to worry about and wonder about is, where's the line? At what point does this hobby stop being good for us? At what point do we need to say, I need to stop? Is there a point? Do we need to take a break from it? Do we have to re-engage with the real world? Is that a roadblock for us? I know this sounds incredibly self-indulgent, doing a piece to camera, strolling through the woods, pontificating. I can't be the only one who has this problem. There've got to be other people out there that struggle with disengaging from the imaginary worlds that we create to escape our own. Case in point, I have not gone for a walk in the park for at least 3 months. I have worked from home for nearly 2 years, and I don't come out here because it's safer and nicer to paint my toy soldiers than it is to come out here, and that just doesn't seem right. Ironically, I would like to thank global warming, because it's September the 16th, my feet are soaking wet, I'm in an open air park, and I'm sweating. Random ominous bird shit covered lizard totem pole. I can't help but wonder what your balance is. What's your too much of a good thing? Because it's hard to see the difference. When is too much of a good thing just as toxic as the bad stuff? Really not looking forward to the puddles I've got to walk back through. Bad call, Ripley. This was a bad call. It's It's never fun walking home sober with wet feet. Right, let's see the damage. Oh God. Right, this is when you can tell how wet your feet were. So I've ruined a pair of Vans. My feet smell like stagnant water, but I actually feel a little bit better. I've actually just managed to contact my boss, which is more than I've managed to do in about 2 weeks. So feeling a little bit more positive. I've been in this hobby for 19 years. I'm not ready to put it down, and I don't think I ever will be, because it's such a big part of my identity. So today's day one, and I've managed to go for a walk, and that is kind of a victory in a sad kind of way. So today I will have that walk. I will do some life admin that I've been putting off, and maybe Warhammer will be my treat to reward myself for getting to grips with life rather than being my life.